Hello friends, very good morning to all of you. So today we are going to discuss PF75, that is a DCR, Dynamic Client Registration. So basically I just divided this topic into 6 sections. So in the first section we'll talk like what is DCR, what we need to do to enable DCR in PingFederate, like how dynamic client registration work. So we can talk on those like in the first. In the second, I'll just try to show you that you just need to set up an external database for storing the OAuth clients before enabling DCR. So we'll talk on that, like how we can integrate some database with PingFederate, and what scripts we need to run to basically create a table in database. So a few things we need to perform before we can just enable the DCR. So we can talk more on that in the second session. And third, fourth, fifth, sixth, we'll just try to take some examples. Like there should be like 4 example I'm planning to take. So first example, like let's say you have some case, right? Like, and based on that, we can just run in the Postman and we can try to generate like how DCR is helping me to create the connections, and we can do the testing with those connections. So similar, we can have like 3 4 examples in like in other sessions. Like basically I'll just take complete 6 session on this. And if you have any questions on DCR, this is a very important topic. So if you have any confusion, you can please put in the comment section so we can discuss again. And yeah, like let's start, and we can discuss on first topic. Let's start like the first topic, that is DCR in PingFederate, dynamic client registration in PingFederate. So it's a feature of PingFederate that allows developers to dynamically register OAuth clients with the authorization server instead of manually registering each client through the admin interface. This process adheres to the OAuth 2.0 dynamic client registration protocol, which defines how an OAuth client can automatically register itself with an OAuth 2 authorization server. That means using DCR, you can able to create your OAuth connection in PingFederate without the help of the admins, right? Or without the help of manual intervention. Like, you're not supposed to go to Ping console and then register the connection. It's not like, without this also you can have a way that DCR is helping. Okay. Okay, so let's start dynamic client registration in PingFederate. So it's a feature of PingFederate that allows developers to dynamically register the auth clients with the authorization server instead of manually registering each client through the admin interface, right? So you have an option like you can just set up an OAuth connection without the help without just doing the manual intervention in the console of PingFederate, right? Without going to PingFed console, you can create an OAuth connection using DCR. Okay, how it works? So DCR PingFederate basically exposes a DCR endpoint, which is RESTful API that allows developers to register OAuth clients programmatically. This endpoint allow a client, that is let's say mobile, web service, anything, to request the creation of OAuth 2 client by sending an HTTP request. And so basically, like in the DCR, what happens that there is an endpoint like called as AS clients.OAuth 2. So a client has to send HTTP request to that endpoint. Add with definitely you need an access token like as an authorization to the PingFederate, and along with you can pass the metadata. Metadata means like you just need to pass that you're trying to set up an OAuth connection, right? So what can be the client name? What can be the OAuth client name for that connection? Then what could be the redirect URI? The client type, right? Then you have the grant type, scope. So these are the basic information you need to pass along in the request, and then you can send to the ping. So ping can just send you a response or quickly create a connection with the client ID, secret, and the information you are passing, right? In addition to registering new clients, DCR also allows for updating and modifying the registration data of existing client dynamically. So this is also a helpful thing. Like using DCR, you can able to just update the existing connection too. So you have like, let's say you set up some connection, and let's say on a daily, not on a daily, maybe on a maybe twice or thrice a week, you just need to update, let's say, a callback address, redirect URI. So in that case, like using DCR, you can able to achieve that. It's not like you are again going to ping Federate admin team, asking them to, hey, can you please set up or create my connection, add the redirect URI in that connection. You're not supposed to ask, right? You have a way, you can call that ping endpoint and update your redirect URI. Okay, that's one of the solution you can use in the DCR also. Why it is important? So for several reasons, right? One, what we understand automation, right? What we are talking, like it just automate the client registration process, saving administrators and developers time. Instead of manually registering each client through a graphical GUI, clients can automatically register themselves through an API. Reduces human error and allows for more rapid development deployment. Sorry, especially in the larger distributed systems. Flexibility and scalability. You have support a scalable architecture when clients can dynamically register with the authorization server, making it easier to manage a large number of client applications. Okay. Then ideal for environments with many apps or microservices that need to register with clients on the fly. In the security part, like since client metadata and registration details can be validated and automatically enforced, DCR also helps ensure that only valid and properly configured clients are registered. So basically, in DCR, like you have a control, right? It's not like anyone can just send that endpoint, call to the endpoint, and ping can simply create the connection. It's not like you have the control. First control, I talk like maybe you can just be using access token, right? So the access token, they need to pass an access token which is issued by PingFederate only. So in the access token, you can put some restriction, right? So that it can just allow that particular thing only. It's not like anything, any type of connection, any information they can create, and they can just vulnerable the system. They can make it vulnerable, right? So it's not like you have a control in the ping side on the DCR side. So you can just add some more security, more protection like that, so that it can be more secure, right? Then you have the compliance with all the standards. DCR ensure compliance with the OAuth to the dynamic client registration, making it easier for organization to implement OAuth authentication and authorization uh, in the line with the industry best practices and open standards. You have self-service model, right? What we understand here. Then adaptability is also there. Minimal manual intervention. Now, yeah, these are the things like the advantage part. Now, before there are some prerequisites, right, for DCR and PF. It's not like you can just call that endpoint and your connection will be ready. Before that, you just need to perform something. Then only you can start the testing of the DCR. Like as I talk about the examples, right? So we can just go and discuss the example one by one. Once we have the DCR ready in the PF, how to make it ready? So there are a few steps here. You can see the first is enable DCR. So here means that you are just going to PingFederate. You have an option there to enable that, which asks few details. I'll just show you like in the next session. So basically, you just need to go to ping side. You just need to enable that option with the access token manager information, OIDC, how you're going to sign the token, other information, right? So you just had you can just how you can going to protect that endpoint. So based on that, you have some option there. So you can go and enable that. Okay, that is the one thing. But before enabling, like we just need to ensure a few things. So this runtime is endpoint is only active when the DCR is enabled and configured. As DCR can expose your server to unwanted client registration, we recommend protecting PingFederate by requiring an initial access token, configuring one or more client registration policies, and protecting access to DCR endpoint. As I mentioned, right? So before like anyone can call the DCR endpoint, we need an initial access token. That means that call has to be passed. That call has to be passing access token as authorization header. Then only ping is going to allow. Okay. You can configure access token requirement and client registration policy using the system OAuth setting, client settings, as we have in the PingFederate. These endpoints accept only the HTTP post method. That is true, right? Note: DCR requires OAuth client storage in an external data store, such as database or LDAP. If you have not yet switched from the default on disk client storage to an external data store, you can continue the rest of the configuration. However, DCR remains inactive until an external client storage is defined. So the basically you can see that in my example also previous, so we are trying to store OAuth grants where like in our internal database of PingFederate that is called as SSQLDB. So for now, because we are in testing dev environment, I will say, so we are not added any other database, right? We are just storing our OAuth grants in that PingFed inbuilt only, right? Because we have some development, some testing, we are not having much connection. Now coming to DCR, for DCR also we need a kind of external database where we can store OAuth clients. And right now in this case, Ping is not allowing to use their own inbuilt, maybe due to space and other things. So you need to add database and do the setup, do some configuration. I'll show you. Then only your DCR, you can test the DCR, because Ping wants you to set up an external database or LDAP, you can say, where you can store OAuth clients. So ping is saying, hi, I can unable to handle this OAuth client storage for DCR. So I need some database for you to add so that you can store your clients there. Okay, so that is one thing, very important. Configuration database for client storage, right? And setting up of client credential connection for access token, right? So these are the prerequisites. So first thing, like we need to go for DCR enable, but before enabling DCR, we need to add a database. We just need to do the database setup in the PingFederate, and then we need to connect that to PingFederate, right? First install the database, post, maybe let's say I'll maybe use PostgreSQL. So I'll install that, I'll run it, I'll just do the configuration, few things there. Then I'll just connect that to PingFederate. Once that connection established, then I just need to make some changes in the PingFederate configuration file. So PingFed can understand that where I need to store the OAuth clients. Once that is done, then you can just enable DCR in PingFederate, and then you can just set up some client credential connection for access token, right? So that you can have your access token and then you can test that. Right? Like you can test the DCR flow. Okay, so these are very important things. Before that, you can't test the DCR. So in the next session, we'll talk like on the database part, how we can connect that, and then yeah, we can just move accordingly. So if you have any question in this section, please put in the comment section. Okay, and then let's jump to the next one. Thank you.